Welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway for the 9th race of Season 2. We have 30 drivers lined up today to see who will win the Coca-Cola 600. Here are your signups for today and the rest of the season. If you want to sign up for a car, go to the link in my comments or description. In heat race number 1, it's going to be Brad Kozlowski, Bubba Wallace, Corey LaJoie, Eric Amarola, Christopher Bell, and Alex Bowman. Kozlowski in the 6th with a slight lead over Amarola, as Amarola is going to bang doors with Kozlowski, as Kozlowski will lead lap number 1. Amarola 2nd, and Bowman goes in the wall coming across the line. 2 laps to go in heat race number 1. Kozlowski with a slight lead once again, and he's going to bang doors with Amarola again, as Kozlowski will lead lap number 2. Amarola stays in 2nd, and LaJoie moves his way up to 3rd. 1 lap to go. Bowman takes the lead away this time, but he's going to go in the wall, and Bowman is in there. Coming to the line, Kozlowski will sweep the heat races, and the underdog, Corey LaJoie, will advance the line with him. What a disappointment for Alex Bowman. He looked to have a great comeback, but unfortunately, he's in the wall, and he will DNF. In heat race number 2, it's going to be Joey Logano, Austin Dillon, Austin Cindric, Ross Chastain, Daniel Suarez, and Noah Gragson. Chastain with a slight lead over Logano, and Chastain is going to clip the wall a little bit. It's a photo finish at the line. Chastain will still get it though, as he will lead lap number 1. Logano 2nd, and Austin Dillon in 3rd. Logano with a slight lead over Chastain this time, and it's going to be photo finish as we have a huge crash in the back of the field as Suarez is up and over. Logano will get the win over Chastain and another photo finish. Take a look at this crash though. Suarez gets in the wall and ramps off the 42 of Gragson, and he flies in the air. He comes back on his wheels, but he will DNF. If you haven't known this already, if you DNF in the Mountain Dew Cup Series, you'll still be in the race, but you won't receive any points for that lap. Now it's the final lap this time. Logano with a slight lead, but Chastain takes it back. Chastain's in the wall. Chastain ramps off his teammate, and Logano will win heat race number 2. It's a photo finish for 2nd between Dillon and Suarez. Let's take a look, and it looks like Austin Dillon will get in. Disappointing for Chastain, but he will go to the last chance qualifier. In heat race number 3, it's going to be Kevin Harvick, Eric Jones, Martin Truex Jr., Ryan Preece, Tyler Reddick, and Denny Hamlin. Hamlin will have the lead on the inside. Here comes Harvick though, and it's a photo finish at the line between Reddick and Harvick. Looks like Reddick will get it, Harvick in 2nd, and Hamlin 3rd. Truex in the Patriotic car is way off the pace. This is not good for him in the standings. Harvick with the lead now on lap number 2, but he's going to go in the wall, and Harvick is up and over. Harvick will drop to 5th in the span of just a few inches, as Hamlin will now be your leader, Reddick in 2nd with 1 lap to go. They're all side by side this time coming down the ramp. Here comes Hamlin, and at the line, it's Hamlin who will win heat race number 3. Reddick will barely get 2nd, as Harvick will go to the last chance qualifier. Harvick almost got it over Reddick, but he wasn't in the preferred line. In heat race number 4, it's going to be Harrison Burton, Chase Elliott, William Byron, Michael McDowell, Ryan Blaney, and Todd Gilliland. McDowell with a slight lead. They're going to be side by side coming to the line, and it's too close to tell between Byron and McDowell. Elliott gets 3rd, and Blaney gets 4th, but let's take a look at this finish, and it's too close to tell, so we're going to do a race-off between Byron and McDowell. They're side by side coming down the ramp, and they're going to bang doors coming across the line, and it's another photo finish. This time, McDowell has the edge, though, so McDowell's going to be your leader with 2 laps to go. It's going to be Byron this time with the lead over McDowell, but he's going to go in the wall, and at the line, it's Elliott who will lead lap number 2, as thankfully Byron will stay in 2nd. McDowell has a rough lap as he will drop to 3rd, as his teammate Todd Gilliland will DNF. 1 lap to go in heat race number 4. They're side by side coming down the ramp. It looks like Byron edges out front, but it's going to be another photo finish at the line. It looks like Byron will win heat race number 4. Elliott in 2nd will advance along with him, as it's a tough break for McDowell, who was out to a strong start. Now in the final heat race, it's going to be Chris Buescher, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Chase Briscoe, AJ Allmendinger, Kyle Busch, and Kyle Larson. Buescher and Briscoe are going to be side by side coming down the ramp, and at the line, it's Buescher who will win by about a car length. Briscoe 2nd, Stenhouse 3rd, as it's AJ Allmendinger who's going to lose a ton of positions. 2 laps to go for the final group. Looks like Buescher barely has a lead over Briscoe, They're going to be side by side coming across the line. Looks like Busher will get it once again. Briscoe stays in second as Almendaire gains a bunch of positions. 1 lap to go. Busher with a slight lead over Briscoe. Here comes Briscoe though, and Briscoe's in the wall. Briscoe crashes hard coming across the line as Chris Busher will win. He raced number 5. And Almendaire in second will advance along with him. What a comeback by the 16. The 5 of Larson is going to have a terrible day. He's going to DNF. Now in your last chance qualifier, it's going to be Chase Briscoe, Michael McDowell, Eric Amarola, Ross Chastain, Kevin Harvick, and Eric Jones. Looks like Chastain's going to have the slight lead. And here comes Harvick, and at the line, Chastain will get the win as it's close for second. Looks like Harvick will get in along with Chastain over McDowell. Now in the final group, it's going to be Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher, Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Chase Elliott, Austin Dillon, Corey LaJoie, Adrian Allmendinger, Ross Chastain, and Kevin Harvick. RFK teammates starting first and second. They're all side by side coming down the ramp. And coming to the line, looks like Byron will lead lap number 1. Logano second, Hamlin third as we have no DNFs. Another thing to note is that if you DNF in the second round, you will be out of the race. 3 laps to go. They're all side by side once again. Looks like Joey Logano edges out front as they crash hard behind him. Logano will lead lap number 2 as Byron is in second. Keselowski gets launched across the pack as Reddick is up and over as Austin Dillon will DNF. 2 laps to go here at Charlotte. And it's going to be Hamlin with the lead this time. Here comes Byron is at the line. It's going to be Hamlin to lead lap number 3 as we have a crash in the back of the field. AJ Allmendinger and Keselowski will DNF. Last week's winner, Hamlin takes the lead away. Can he win the Coca-Cola 600? 1 lap to go. Hamlin with the lead this time. Here comes Byron though, and at the line, Byron is going to win at Charlotte. Hamlin trying to go for 2 wins in a row, but it just does not work, as congrats to William Byron on his hometown win. Also his first win of the season, as congrats to Enrique Arguello on their first win of the season as well. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Here are the results from Charlotte. Here are the driver standings after Charlotte. Here are the account standings after Charlotte. Thank you so much for watching today's race. Make sure to catch the premiere for the next race on this channel. We hope to see you there.